Shalom, shalom, shalom. We're back with another video. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechahak Wadash, to the apostles and elder bishop of Great Millstone, who rule well. I want to give double honor. Shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the hopeful elect. Shalom. We're hearing another lesson. I'm going to call the transgression and perpetual hatred of Edom against Israel. Oh, I'll probably shorten that up, but it'll be something like that. As we just seen in the video, you have Jake done something and get surrounded by at least 5 or 6 police officers. One of them hit him with a taser. The other one rush over there. One pull up in the car, leaves the car and drive. The car run over the man. And instead of him getting in the car, putting it in reverse and bagging off of him, he slammed on the gas a little bit to continue the affliction of Jake. End up hitting one of his partners after they done told his dumb ass, hey, back the car up. That's when he backed up. And as Jake is screaming in pain, they continuously throw him on the ground, jump on him, tell him stop resisting. Nigga, I just been ran over. Resisting, I'm in pain. But this just show you the perpetual hatred that Edom has had for the children of Israel. That this thing with them and against us would never cease to be. I mean, at what point do you further a man's affliction after he's been tased and ran over and tell him stop resisting? Can you imagine the amount of pain that got to be shooting through his body? And you tell him stop resisting? What do you mean? Resist what? What can I stop? You done beat me, you done tased me, and you done ran me over, and you telling me stop resisting to try to cover your tracks. But that's the wickedness of Edom. But our people love these people. 2/3 of our people love Esau so much that they would come against the prophet, fight and want to kill them to protect the people who really just want them dead. And have flat out shown it in videos like this that they can care two shit if Jake go to hell. Well, you know their version of hell, so Salaki, man. Let's get into these scriptures. Let's see. This is Amos 1:11. Thus says Yahweh, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So the Lord said he's not going to turn away this ass whooping that he's going to bring upon the Edomite, whether Jakes want to save them or not. Let's see why. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword and cast off all pity. And did you see any pity in what these men did once that man was ran over? Did anyone seem like they felt sorry for him? Like, you know what, let's just get him up or get him out the way. We're going to put handcuffs on him. No, they picked him up as he was writhing in pain, slammed him on his face, put a knee in the back of his neck, and tell him stop resisting. Where's the pity, man? Where's the show of compassion? Because they have none. And his anger did tear perpetually. And he kept his wrath forever. Now we're going to get that word perpetually. Because for some reason, our people seem not to understand that these people have a hatred for him that just won't go away. This ain't something that just get rid of overnight. This is a anger that's been going on for generation upon generation. For those who know, which started with Cain and even before then, the serpent in the wilderness. I mean, the serpent in the garden. If you want to go there. So this hatred has been there for a while. But it really started with Cain and Abel. Alright. We're going to go to that word perpetually. Let's see. Strong's H 5703. Odd. From Strong's H 5710, properly a premonitory timorous, i.e., by implication, duration in a sense of advance or perpetuality, substantially as a noun either with or without a position, eternally, everlasting, evermore. Yeah, this is a everlasting, evermore hatred, man, because they never get rid of it. I mean, you can be friends with a lot of them, supposedly, but let certain instances come up to where your ideals and his ideal doesn't meet, and watch that old Edomite hatred come out of him. I done seen it personally. Before and after coming into the truth. For a lot of them, you say something about they beloved dictator, the orange man, and see how mad they get with you, but you for be friends. You know what I'm saying, man? It's a perpetual hatred. Some just hide it better than others. Everlasting, evermore. Old, see? Like I said, go back to Cain and Abel. It's old, perpetually, world without end. Perpetually, forever, continuing future, ancient, past time, forever, of future time, a continuous existence, forever of God existence. Yeah, these people has had a hatred for us for forever, and they always show it. Then the first thing they say when you tell them, hey, you don't really like, you racist, ain't you? Oh, I got black friends. What do that mean? That's still not taking away from you hate us. That's not taking away from the hatred. Oh, I got black friends. You never hear no Jake holler, oh, I got white friends, if somebody calls him racist. But for Edomite, that's the first thing they run to try to cover up that perpetual hatred that they have for the so-called black man. And he kept his wrath forever. Yeah. Why? Because his hatred for Jake is everlasting. Even when our time was supposed to come to an end, when our slavery was supposed to be over with, when the Lord let us loose, they continue to come after us. And this is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Remember, we just went into that. That's something that lasts forever. A forever hatred. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time their iniquity had an end. Yeah. Even after slavery. And this way after slavery. They continue to pour out the force of the sword on us. They continue to kill the children of Israel. They continue to have no pity upon us, but just utterly destroy us. And it doesn't matter with them. Young, old, woman, male, children. Heck, they had a little 10-year-old. I remember a few years ago, a little 10-year-old had a play gun pointed at the police officer, and they killed him. Edom hatred for Israel is everlasting. It's perpetual. That's why for this transgression that they do against us, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to pay them back. He's going to make sure that he get justice for his people for this slaughter that Edom continues to do upon us. Then try to make us look like we're the victim, like we're the aggressor, and they're the victim. I mean, you slam a man to the ground, hit him with a taser, and run over him, and the first thing you say, stop resisting, stop resisting. How can he stop, man? Explain that. How can he stop when he's writhing in pain? He's not even resisting you at this moment. He's just in pain. And they know that. But, hey, as the scriptures say, the wicked are born from the womb. The wicked are strayed from the womb, born speaking lies, man. And you can see it. That was a downright lie. But, hey, they still wanted to do it. All right, this is Wisdom Solomon 2:10 and 11. Let us let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. See? It don't matter whether righteous or not. Women, old, they don't care. Edom is they see you as Jake, all they know is hatred, and they're gonna oppress you because that's what they're doing. Which goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. And the Lord said we will only be oppressed and cursed forevermore. And that's what these people do. Even after slavery was over with, they continue to oppress us. They continue to kill us. They continuously want to destroy Jake at every moment, whenever they get that free chance. That's why Yahweh Bashim Shai has a very special judgment for their ass, man. Once all this is over with. Once we're in the kingdom, once our kingdom is established and 1,000 years has passed, he got a very special judgment only for these people. All right. Verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And their strength is through these laws, through these swords that they have, these weapons here in Babylon. Because if anything, you would think the policemen would get in trouble for the shit that they do. And some do. Let's be honest, some do. But even when they get in trouble, a lot of them, some kind of way, find to get less time for the crimes that they do, or somebody want to take it easy on them. They don't get done like Jake get done once they into the court system. I mean, Jake do something. I mean, a few years back, I seen a little boy, 15-year-old, something like that, was doing credit card fraud or some kind of scam that Edomites do regularly. And they gave that boy down at 30 years over a Edomite teenager who raped this girl and was caught raping her. And the judge told him all he had was 3 days of community service because it'll look bad on his record. They don't get in trouble like we do. They don't get in trouble like other men, as the scriptures say. And that's where we're going next. Let's see. This is Psalm 73, verse 5 and 6. They are not in trouble as other men. See? Neither are they plagued like other men. They're not plagued. Even when in trouble, they're not plagued like other men. Unless it's Edomite against Edomite, and that's still kind of a tossed up. But when it's against Jake, oh man. Even if they get prosecuted most of the time, it's something, a light sentence compared to what they'll do Jake. Jake get thrown away for selling weed. They get a slap on the wrist for slicing up a family. I mean, look at the Edomite that went and killed all them Jakes at that church. They took the man to McDonald's afterward. When have you heard that happen for Jake, huh? When? You never hear it. But for them, because this their kingdom. So they're not in trouble as other men. They get off easy. It's easy for them to get a slap on the wrist. Or boys will be boys or something like that. But for everyone else, hey, they come after their throat. Verse 6, therefore pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment. And we seen that, man. Because of that pride, look at the violence they did to this Jake, unleashed on this Jake. Now, once you hit him with the taser and he done stiffen up, it should have been pretty simple to just put some cuffs on him. But some kind of way, once he hit that ground, every policeman out there was on his back. He's tased, man. You can see the video. He literally dropped and froze up. Why do it need to be 5 or 6 police officers to cover one man? Then the one police officer who left the car and drive so I can run over him and make it look good, then hit the gas pedal when he hit him. That was the crazy part. You don't think, put it like this. It's not one of those situations where he didn't think about, okay, now let me put it in reverse and back up. No, he got in. As soon as he got in, he hit the gas pedal just to give a little extra oomph into Jake, just to get a little extra, that little extra hatred out of it. Now, you think anything gonna happen to him? No, he won't be found guilty because they're lost. His supervisor come up there. I don't think he did any excessive force by any of my officers. What had to be done was to a man who was resisting arrest, even though we hit him with a taser, and it had 5 or 6 officers out there. That's the wickedness of these people, man. Every chance they get to put their hands on Jake, they're gonna do it. That's why I said because they don't be in trouble like other men, pride can pass them about. Meaning pride covered them. And when they cover them, they'll do little sneaky shit like this guy did with that police car. And those other guy did as they slammed that man on his back as he riding in pain. Why? Because they know even if we get in trouble, it's not gonna be that bad. Even if they fire us, we'll just go to another precinct and become an officer again and just start over from there. They probably get the same pay as if whether they been there 20 years or not, man. That's how evil this place is. That's how evil Esau Edom is. But seeing that kind of evil, that's why it's more important for us who say we're of the hopeful elect to pray to the Lord to save us from these people, man. Because Esau Edom is at the point to where that perpetual hatred that he had for us is about to boil over. And with Jacob's trouble being here, we know 2/3 of our people are going to feel the wrath of Esau Edom. That's why we got to pray that the Lord save us from this man who just want to kill and shed blood, especially the blood of the children of Israel. And we're going to end it out there. Psalms 59, 1 and 2. This is King David talking. And this is some of the prayers we should be doing as well, man. Because Esau Edom and that perpetual hatred and that bloodlust, it's about to boil over. Verse 59 and 1. Deliver me from my enemies, O power. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Like I said, it's close to that time where Yahweh is going to let Edom rise up against 2/3 of his people. And don't think because you said you follow the Lord, they ain't going to come after you. No, they going to come after us too. That's part of that fiery trial. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from the bloody men. This should be part of your prayers every day, to be saved from Esau Edom, this bloody man, this worker of iniquity. Because we just seen in this video, if he get a chance to unleash that perpetual hatred, he's going to do it. And this being his kingdom, he won't get in too much trouble for it. But that's all I had. I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Shai. Shalom.